What if there was a hidden sense within you, an ancient key to unlocking deeper truths, heightened awareness, and profound spiritual insight? Across countless spiritual traditions, this mysterious gateway is known as the third eye, an inner vision said to reveal what the ordinary senses cannot. Tied to the pineal gland and long shrouded in secrecy, the third eye offers access to esoteric knowledge once reserved for mystics and sages. But how can you begin to awaken this dormant power? What practices can guide you toward deeper intuition, clarity, and transformation? In this journey, we'll uncover the time-tested tools, meditation, visualization, energy work, that help seekers activate their inner sight and see reality in an entirely new light. What is the third eye? The concept of the third eye has echoed through spiritual traditions for thousands of years. Often represented as a glowing point between the eyebrows, this eye isn't a physical organ, but a symbol of awakened inner sight. It's the gateway to deeper perception, higher consciousness, and the mysteries that lie beyond the visible world. Esotericism, the hidden path to inner vision. But what does it actually mean to open the third eye? And how does esoteric knowledge guide us toward this awakening? To understand that, we need to go back to the heart of esotericism itself. Esoteric knowledge is not about surface-level belief or blind faith. It is the pursuit of hidden truths, truths that lie beneath the veil of ordinary experience. Whether in Hermeticism, Gnosticism, Hinduism, or mystical Christianity, the goal is the same: the elevation of consciousness, the alignment of the self with universal principles, and the realization of the divine spark within. The third eye. Across traditions, the third eye is the tool that allows you to see that divine reality. In Eastern traditions, it is known as the Ajna chakra, located between the eyebrows and associated with intuition, inner vision, and psychic insight. In esoteric Christianity, it correlates with the single eye mentioned by Jesus in Matthew 6:22. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is not metaphor, it is metaphysics. The third eye represents the inner faculty that perceives subtle energies, spiritual truths, and the unity behind apparent duality. The third eye is a faculty, not a switch. So how do you awaken it? The first step is understanding that the third eye isn't a switch, it's a faculty that must be cultivated. Just like a muscle, it responds to attention, intention, and practice. Esoteric traditions provide a symbolic roadmap, the principle of correspondence and inner vision. One of the foundational ideas in Hermeticism is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below, as within, so without. This means that unlocking higher perception doesn't require leaving the world, but seeing it more clearly from within. Opening the third eye starts with silencing the noise, the internal chatter, constant stimulation, and emotional reactions that cloud our vision. Daily meditation is not just relaxation, it's preparation. Each breath taken with presence moves you one step closer to stillness, and in that stillness, perception sharpens. Visualization, a practice for awakening. Many esoteric texts emphasize visualization as a key to awakening. One common method is to focus your inner attention on the spot between the eyebrows. As you inhale, imagine a violet or indigo light pulsing there. As you exhale, release tension and distraction. Over time, this center becomes active. You may begin to see patterns, colors, or even receive symbolic impressions. Don't judge them, just observe. Perceiving essence beyond appearance. Manly P. Hall once wrote that the eyes of the body see only the surface of things, but the eyes of the soul perceive essence. When the third eye opens, symbols speak louder than words. Dreams become meaningful. Coincidences no longer feel random. You begin to see the interconnectedness of all life. The pineal gland, the biological correlate. There's also a biological component. The third eye is often associated with the pineal gland, a small endocrine gland in the center of the brain. René Descartes called it the seat of the soul. Though science still debates its full function, it is known to produce melatonin and is sensitive to light, suggesting a relationship with inner rhythms and altered states of consciousness. Fluoride, electromagnetic pollution, and overstimulation have all been linked to pineal calcification. Some esoteric practitioners advocate for pineal detox as a support mechanism through clean eating, sun gazing, or avoiding certain chemicals, not to force awakening, but to remove physical blockages to perception. Inner purity, the prerequisite. For clear vision, another key factor is inner purity. Esoteric traditions are clear on this. You cannot see higher truths through a distorted lens. If your mind is reactive, your emotions are imbalanced, or your intentions are selfish, what you see will be equally distorted. This is why spiritual disciplines often include ethical precepts, not as dogma, but as tools for clarity. Know thyself. The key to awakening, to truly awaken the third eye, is to cultivate inner alignment, a harmony between thought, feeling, and action. This is the meaning behind the phrase, know thyself. When you truly know yourself, beyond the roles, beyond the ego, you begin to see the universe reflected in your own being. Seeing others with the inner eye, the awakened third eye, also changes the way we perceive others. You begin to sense people's energy, recognize unspoken emotions, and feel the truth behind their words. Compassion grows, judgment fades. You no longer interact with appearances, but with essence. The paradox of inner sight. But here's the paradox. The more you see, the less you need to label. True perception isn't about collecting mystical experiences, it's about seeing clearly, without distortion. The ego wants visions, powers, and proof. The soul seeks connection, truth, and stillness. Initiation. Through life experience. This is why esoteric paths often include initiation, not by others, but by life itself. Challenges arise not to block you, but to refine your perception. Each hardship, each mystery, each unanswered question is a doorway. The third eye opens as you learn to see with the heart, think with the soul, and act from inner truth. Tools for inner awakening: symbols, rituals, sacred geometry, tarot, astrology. All these tools are mirrors for the inner eye. They speak a language, not of logic, but of resonance. If you feel drawn to esoteric systems, follow that call, but know that the real teaching is never in the outer form. It's in what it awakens within you. Conclusion: seeing with the eye within. In the end, awakening the third eye isn't about escaping the world. It's about perceiving the world as it truly is, interconnected, alive, sacred. It's about seeing with clarity, feeling with depth, and knowing from within. The ancient sages weren't describing fantasy. They were pointing toward a deeper layer of existence that's available to all of us, not through belief, but through direct experience. And that experience begins not with the eyes, but with the eye within. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives into hidden wisdom, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and remember, the truth is often hidden in plain sight.